Hey, this is Pastor Katie. I am joining you today from beautiful Carefree, Arizona. It's a little late in the week to do our Word of the Week. I've been here all week doing the Executive Skills for Pastors class. It's awesome. If you're watching and a pastor and you've never done it before, check it out. California Lutheran University puts it on. They have classes both at Spirit of the Desert Retreat Center in Carefree, Arizona, which is not far from Phoenix. It's in the middle of town, and somehow manages to feel pretty secluded. You saw a car go by back there. And if you're watching and your pastor hasn't taken this class, urge them to. It's a great refresher on some things we've learned in seminary, and there are a lot of things we haven't. Keeping in kind of a theme with the town of Carefree, we have a word today to contemplate. It comes from John chapter 2, verses 1 through 11, and I will read those before we get into the word. On the third day there was a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Now both Jesus and his disciples were invited to the wedding. And when they ran out of wine, the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no wine." Jesus said to her, "Woman, what does your concern have to do with me? My hour has not yet come." His mother said to the servants, "Whatever he says, you do it." Now there were set there 6 water pots of stone, according to the manner of purification of the Jews, containing 20 or 30 gallons apiece. Jesus said to them, "Fill the water pots with water," and they filled them up to the brim. He said to them, "Draw some out now, and take it to the master of the feast." And they took it. When the master of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, and did not know where it came from, but the servants who had drawn the water knew, the master of the feast called to the bridegroom. And he said to him, "Every man at the beginning sets out the good wine, and when the guests have well drunk, then the inferior. You have kept the good wine until now." This is the beginning of signs Jesus did in Cana of Galilee, and manifested his glory, and his disciples believed in him. The word I want to think about today with you is concern. Jesus said, "Woman, what does your concern have to do with me?" As a side note, when Jesus says woman here, he's not saying like, "Woman, please." He's actually saying more like, "Ma'am," kind of as a sign of respect and honor to his mother. Anyway, concern. What is my concern here? Am I my brother's keeper? The word used in Greek is from tis, which means who, which, what. What's it to me? What's it matter? In the honor-shame society in which Jesus lived, in which his wedding took place, it was really shameful for a party host, for the bridegroom, to run out of wine in the middle of a long celebration, a days-long celebration of a wedding. And to run out of wine would wreck this person's reputation, like their family's honor. For Jesus to take concern shows that there's something different going on, that we're not concerned about what's right, what's proper. Jesus changes what's right and proper. Jesus emphasizes that beyond, letting people know who he is, he says, "My hour is not yet come." His hour is at the end, at death and resurrection, but he gives them a foretaste. He almost risks letting the world know who he is. His disciples figured out here and believed in him. So I want you to contemplate this week, what's it matter? What's it matter for you to do something for someone else, for someone else's honor, to reduce someone else's shame? Does it change your life? Does it change theirs? And what do you risk to do that? Have a good week. I will hopefully see you all soon when I'm home from Carefree.